So I come down here and got on the dozer for a few minutes and scraped all the unsuitable soil off of the building pad for the barn. It's a 45 by 75, and when I mean unsuitable soil, I mean topsoil without the roots and junk in it. You can see how that's dark, and this has got the clay mix in it. That's what you got to get down to. Get all the organic material off so that there isn't anything under there that'll rot and cause it to settle and crack over time. And then I cut me a little road in back here. Monday we're going to start hauling in the fill for that, and I'm going to clean up this, and I graded me a little road back there so it'll dry out. I'm going to haul all this to that back corner and dig a hole. That's what's left of the burn pile, and burn that debris, or not burn it but just bury it down there. And I'm going to set the laser up here real quick and just see kind of what I'm working with as far as fill. It looks like this back corner is probably going to need, I walk down here and look, it's going to need a fair amount. I'm guessing, shoot, that's almost 4 foot to this corner back here. I had to scrape out a foot because it was all topsoil. This old tree line right here, it's windy today. It's where all the topsoil just ended up over time. So I'm going to set the laser up and just see. That's going to be a fair amount more than I think we were expecting. Just sitting here looking at it. Let me set the laser up and see what we got. As always, pads are deceiving. It doesn't look like a whole lot of fall, but there is. So I've actually recessed it down about 4 inches so that I can drop the whole pad down. I'll just cut that out, and then the 8 inches of concrete will make up for it to get it back up out of the ground. But 4 inches below the bottom of that stake puts grade about right here, which is about 18 inches. And then down here on the high side of the back side, I'm looking at about 3 feet to continue that out level. So to get it level with up there, I've got a fill mark of right here. So looking at about 3 feet. And then the low side right down here is about 8 inches over top of this stake, and this is a 5 foot T-post, which is in the ground about 6 inches, so about right here. A lot of dirt needed. Alright, I got the ashes moved down there. Got one more load on a dump truck. I've come down here to, there's like a ridge of dirt right here. And now that he's gotten the lower corner of that pad built, I'm going to go dump that, back the truck down here and haul 3 or 4 loads of this dirt and pretty much raise up this back edge. What it kind of does is kind of acts like a formwork for concrete. Since we're having to haul that good material in for the pad, and there's no need to waste it, so I use all this topsoil for the berm around the edge to kind of hold all that in so you don't waste a lot on the slope. So I'll dump some right here and build this one up, because we got to go up like 3 more feet. That way it doesn't spill all over the edge. I'm gonna go dump that, move a little dirt. So I got my dirt hauled up there. Got the dozer started up here. I'm gonna take and spread that along that back edge and kind of build a formwork again. He's gonna keep on spreading the fill in here and getting it packed in lifts. So you can kind of see what I did now. I spread all that dirt out and see how I raised that up and kind of build an edge. Well, that gives him something to kind of follow when he's spreading that fill in the pad, so that we're not wasting a lot of it. Pretty much he'll raise it up a foot or so, then I'll backfill it. That way we can try to keep a vertical wall coming up and not end up with 3 foot outside of the stakes we have to make up for the slope. So I'm gonna let him fill this in, get it rolled in. I'm gonna go down here and move a little more dirt. So I hauled about 12 or so loads of topsoil up here and got the slopes graded in. Now I'm just waiting on some more fill to finish getting this corner filled up level, and then that lower side right there needs to come up about another foot as well. So pad coming along pretty good today. Probably need like 1 or 2 more loads to finish it up. We'll do that in the morning, get everything nice and leveled up, and grade around it. One more after this, that should be it. And here is the barn pad all done. Tim got that finished up this morning. Somewhere around 580 tons, I think, is what it took to do that. Doesn't look like a lot, but I hauled a world of topsoil up here yesterday to work on the slopes. That's a 5 foot T-post, and there's only about 2 foot sticking out of the ground. There's all the dirt I hauled up back here yesterday for the back slope. And then right here in this corner is another 5 foot T-post, which is 6 inches below grade. So that shows you how much fill was right here in this corner. So there's the pad. That's ready for the barn to be put on top of it.